This dialogue stages a philosophical encounter between two influential thinkers of political thought, Niccolò Machiavelli and Friedrich Nietzsche. Machiavelli represents political realism, emphasizing responsibility, order, and the preservation of the state as the foundation of ethical life. Nietzsche, by contrast, challenges the primacy of preservation and argues for the creation and transformation of values as central to human existence. At its core, this debate concerns the ethical tension between stability and transformation in political life.
Political morality cannot be identical to private morality. The individual may choose virtue at personal cost, but the ruler governs lives beyond his own. Responsibility changes the meaning of ethics. In politics, the moral value of an action is inseparable from its consequences for the stability of the state. A ruler who fails morally in private life may still preserve a republic. A ruler who fails politically destroys the conditions in which any morality can exist.
You assume that the preservation of the state is the highest condition for morality. I question whether the state deserves such priority. The state is not the creator of values. It is often their greatest obstacle. When political necessity becomes the ultimate justification, morality becomes defensive and reactive. My concern is not whether morality survives politically, but whether life remains capable of creating new values.
My concept of virtù is frequently misunderstood as cynicism. It is not cynicism, but competence in the face of fortune. Fortuna represents contingency, the unpredictable element of history. Ethics in politics must include the capacity to respond effectively to contingency. A ruler who refuses to act decisively because of moral hesitation invites disaster.
Your virtù still reacts to the world. The will to power creates the world of meaning in which action becomes possible. It is not merely adaptation to fortune, but transformation of values. Where you see contingency, I see opportunity for revaluation. Politics becomes truly powerful only when it participates in the creation of meaning rather than merely in the management of events.
Human beings are not consistently virtuous. They are capable of loyalty and betrayal, courage and cowardice. Political institutions exist to stabilize this inconsistency. Fear, when properly controlled, can produce reliability. Love cannot. Ethics in politics must therefore include an understanding of fear as a political instrument.
Fear produces obedience, not strength. A society organized around fear becomes psychologically small. The morality that emerges from fear is reactive morality, the morality of survival. I distinguish between life that merely continues and life that expands. Politics based on fear protects the first and prevents the second.
Political ethics is tragic because it forces choices between imperfect options. There is no pure action in politics. The ruler must often choose stability over justice, security over honesty, survival over virtue. This is not moral failure. It is the condition of political responsibility.
You call this tragedy, I call it limitation. Political ethics becomes tragic only when it refuses to imagine alternatives. The revaluation of values begins precisely where necessity appears absolute. What appears unavoidable is often only habitual.
Let me speak more plainly. A ruler cannot act as a philosopher acts. A philosopher can wait, reflect, and change his mind without consequences for thousands of people. A ruler cannot. Every decision in politics affects real lives immediately. This is why ethics in politics must be connected to responsibility rather than perfection. If a leader refuses to act because the available choices are morally imperfect, the result is not moral victory, it is disorder. And disorder harms people far more than imperfect decisions do. Political ethics is therefore not about choosing between good and evil, but about choosing between risks.
I understand this concern, but your argument risks making survival the highest value. A society can survive for a long time without truly living. When politics focuses only on avoiding danger, it slowly loses imagination. Human beings need more than safety, they need meaning. Without meaning, stability becomes emptiness. Danger is not only chaos, it is also a quiet decline where everything continues but nothing grows. Ethics in politics must protect the possibility of growth, not only the fact of survival.
Growth requires time, and time requires stability. Society in constant crisis cannot create culture, philosophy, or art. Even the greatest ideas need peaceful conditions to survive. This is why I insist that order comes first. Not because order is the highest ideal, because it is the foundation on which all other ideals depend.
But stability alone does not create greatness. Many societies are stable, but forget how to create new values. When people become too comfortable, they stop questioning the world. Political ethics must therefore leave space for risk. Not reckless risk, but the kind that allows transformation. Without that space, politics becomes only administration.
Then perhaps politics must always live between two dangers: chaos and stagnation. Too much change destroys order. Too little change destroys vitality.
Without losing either stability or meaning.